Oh, nice. You want melon soup?
Melone?
Eating on camera is always nice.
Melone? Melone? I'm not standing up. Melone?
Okay.
So today I'm here at Mooneye Studios in Hamburg. Yeah, hi guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. It's a bit awkward because we are friends, so...
We are friends? Okay.
Okay, so Tobias, who is Mooneye Studios?
We founded the company about 1.5 years ago. After a meeting in university. We studied game development in the master program. Can we drink during the interview?
Yeah, sure.
Wir haben Mexikaner da.
So Tobias, Mooneye Studios is the company behind Lost Ember, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And you've also won the Deutsche Computerspielpreis.
Yeah, that's true. Second prize.
Wait, you can win a prize. Collect all icons from the interview and mix them up in a creative way to imagine a cool item. Your idea and comment can make it into the next episode.
Let's get to the team. You are Tobias Graf,
Yeah.
the CEO of the company, and the programmer. I read on the website that you're like a killer robot or something, and you're like working countless hours and don't get any sleep. How do you do it?
Yeah, I'm definitely kind of a workaholic, and I don't know. I just really like what I'm doing. So when I have some free time, I just go to the PC and work some more hours. I don't know. I really
Some
love
more. So Matthias.
Yes.
Are you laughing at me?
Matthias Oberprieler, you're the 3D artist, right? In the company, and you've been modeling all the stuff, the whole forest.
Most of the stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why my question for you is, what's your favorite plant?
I love them all. There are one I hate, but most of them I love them all.
Last play was fun, I think.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's a bigger plant, pretty big plant. Yeah, it's a pretty big plant with a big leaf.
Maximilian Jasinowski, you're the concept artist and you're doing all the 2D stuff and keeping the graphical vision of the games, right? If you would have to live for a week in the forest, which 3 things would you take with you?
a sleeping bag? Maybe bread?
What?
A shitload of bread. And
I don't know why it's funny, because it makes sense.
yeah. Yeah, maybe water. Yeah.
You can use the bread as a pillow.
Yeah. Also.
Well, for the first 3 days.
Yeah, only for the first 3 days.
When it's getting harsh.
But
Then you can use it to scare off.
After that, I can use it as a weapon.
Yeah, and your last team member is Pascal Müller. You're also a coder, programmer, and you're the master of the 2 pistols in the air move, right?
Yeah, that's me.
So after doing it for a while,
definitely.
after doing this move for a while and getting sleepy and everything, we have to eat something, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, what's your favorite cookie?
My favorite cookie? Oh, that's a tricky question. I would probably have like whatever cookie is left on the table and would just
Okay.
eat it and don't care.
And you have also got one more member who's not here today, right?
Yeah, right. Florence, our narrative designer and author of the story.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah, he
works externally, right?
he's
not-
a freelancer,
Ah, okay.
but he basically is part of our team since the beginning and wrote the story and the characters of the
Mhm.
background story.
And you also have like 2 sound designers, or
That's true, yeah. Will Morton and Craig Connor in Scotland. That the guys from Rockstar who worked on GTA 1 through 5 and Red Dead Redemption and every Rockstar game basically
Mhm.
now want to work for us. But they did, and a couple of weeks after that we visited them in Scotland, and they're really awesome, cool guys. So yeah, we're really happy to have them on board.
Mhm. Yeah, sounds really great. It's
Yeah.
really awesome that you made this connection with them and that they're on your team. So now you're working on Lost Ember, your biggest project so far. So what kind of game is it?
Lost Ember is an exploration adventure.
Mhm.
You play a wolf in a forest, in a jungle area, and you can control, besides the wolf, any other animal you can find in this world.
Mhm.
So basically you play the animals in our world, and after a few minutes you encounter ruins and artifacts of lost, dead cultures that used to live in our world. And these ruins and artifacts trigger memory flashback sequences that then tell you the story of people who used to live in this world. And through these visions you get to know the people who lived there and why their civilization fell and why they're all dead now and everything lies in ruins.
Can the animals in the world communicate with each other somehow, or do they have some kind of language?
No, not really. They communicate with each other as they do in nature. They react to each other, and when you run towards a few moles or something, they run away. Or when you are slowly, they are curious and come your way and want to find out what you are.
Mhm.
But there's no real communication between the animals. We have this element of fantasy, the memory stuff that appears. And your companion, you actually have a companion that shows you these memories. And yeah, that's the only fantasy part that we have. And the switching up into other animals, of course. You are the wolf as your main character, and when you play the other animals, you switch into them and control their bodies as the wolf spirit. But that's the only magic that we have. So the rest is more realistic.
When is the release of Lost Ember?
Well, we plan to release it end of 2017 if everything goes right and we get the funding through our Kickstarter that we plan to start later this year.
And if not?
But if not, then it probably will take a little longer because we have to work side jobs and stuff besides the development.
Could you imagine being for, let's say, for a week to be a woman?
Yeah, why not?
Would be cool.
Yeah.
Why?
Good.
What would be interesting?
You know what's the most interesting things.
Quitting makeup on.
Yeah, make
Yeah. Makeup.
What's the craziest character in the game?
At the
I think
moment,
the companion for like crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think the funniest character is the mole,
yeah,
Oh
definitely.
yeah,
because he is he's very small and runs very fast, and I think it's the funniest, but not the craziest character.
he's also a bit clumsy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
Really fun playing with them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's jump into the next topic. Let's talk about the game world. The environment of the game has to do with Aztecs and Maya cultures and so on, right?
Well, yeah, it's our own culture, but it's heavily influenced by Aztec and Maya and Inca cultures. Yeah.
Okay, but why?
I don't know. We just all were really fascinated with them and the way they lived, and there are a lot of mysteries about them. Why did they all die, and what did they do, and yeah.
Pascal, what's the most important topic in the studio when you work together?
We work here. The most important stuff. Well, people would probably judge us and say alcohol, but that's absolutely not true.
Okay.
We always talk about the game. It's the most important topic here in the studio. We're a serious company.
I read a quote in some newspaper about the game or something. It was the room between pure good and evil.
Mm-hmm. Well, our characters, when you get to know the story, our characters are not really the good guy and the bad guy, but it's more about. At first, their actions may seem bad or may seem good, but is it really good? Is it really bad? I don't know. I kind of understand them, and it's about maybe you think you have an opinion on the special character, and then you find something else, and then your opinion may change. And it's more about finding out who these people are, and what they wanted and why they wanted it.
Who's the craziest team member?
Craziest team member?
Craziest team member?
Well, I only know one guy who jumped out of a window. So.
I think we have a winner there.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, we made him the CEO. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but
we'll see.
Here we are.
Pascal, what was the coolest thing that you could do as a kid that you can't do now anymore?
There's nothing you can't do as an adult, but you could do as a kid. So I would probably. Oh well, you can't go on these inflatable. How do you call it? Like these inflatable castles.
Yeah.
They always kick you out if you're like older than 12 or something.
But you can do it for
you can do it for a minute or something, but then like angry parents come and kick you out, and then it's like, oh, who's the drunk guy?
It's always embarrassing.
Always this stupid discussion about it, and police coming, and you know the story. Everybody hates it.
Yeah.
Okay, so sounds like a true story that.
No, that never happened.
So Matthias,
Good times.
Is there anything that you regret when you were a child?
No.
So imagine you could have a superpower. What would it be?
Superpower.
Why? Because you don't have one. Not like this.
Super.
It's like...
Jesus Christ.
I would probably go for teleporting or something. Just go where we want.
Teleport into the past.
Like now.
Yeah, I really would love to just go away from here.
Okay, and to make it less overpowered, what flaw would you attach to it?
I would say whenever you use your superpower, you have to eat one kebab. That's really tough, man.
This could be a problem when you want to...
In case it's an emergency and you don't have a kebab.
But if you just want to have like a bit of love, then you have to eat a kebab.
A bit of love?
Yeah, with... I think...
Oh, you mean in case that's the superpower?
Yeah.
No, that's superpower, yeah.
Just imagine that! You could have sex and a kebab at the same time?
No,
well, you
could not.
Actually.
You would want to.
Tonight will be the best night of my life.
By the way, if you're a developer and want to be in the next episode, just feel free to contact me. It would be awesome to make a new episode with you. So Grandpa's Weird Ventures is a 2D platformer and an adventure game. that I started to develop, in which you play an old geezer who lost all of his memories and abilities due to Alzheimer. But don't worry, he is already on his way to recover soon, because every episode he gains one level and gets a new ability. Each interview has one new episode of Grandpa's Weirdventures, in which the actual developer guest has to overcome a specific obstacle. Therefore, you have around 30 to 60 minutes to do with the game anything you want. After solving the quest, the team is going to imagine a new enemy or puzzle for the next indie guest that I will prepare for the next episode. The first enemy will be a big Maki blocking your way, and he's constantly watching your steps and won't let you pass through. So my idea was the Maki, because he has those big eyes and he's a little bit crazy looking. And then I came up with this, that he's just fat and blocking the way and is constantly like watching you and your steps. So yeah, this is the first obstacle for the first episode. So Pascal, what is your approach of solving the Maki obstacle?
Well, me as the Maki expert, I know exactly its weakness, and they have one spot where they are very vulnerable, but I can't tell the public, so it's kind of secret.
Okay.
But you will see, in case you play the game.
Just go to the camera and like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe to Ember.
Yeah, well, a lot of people will subscribe then.
Like and subscribe.
The creepy voice.
If you like what you see, follow me to not miss any new videos. On top of that, you support me on my way to world domination. And that's a good thing.
You find the last interview in the blue pit. Oh, I mean frame. And the last music video in the red one. Oh, wait! Oh, it's you! Okay, because it's you, I also have the green and yellow pill to offer to see the last Death Diary or Puppet Play. Decide quickly.